Tomasz Chmiel was born on December 7, 1986, in Warsaw, Poland. Growing up in the vibrant Polish capital, Tomasz was drawn to sports from a young age, participating in a variety of athletic activities. As a child, he tried his hand at several sports, including swimming and football, but none of them captured his full attention. It was when he discovered rock climbing at the age of 12 that he found his true passion. Living in a country rich with natural climbing spots and surrounded by scenic mountains, Tomasz's initial exposure to climbing came through family trips to the countryside and visits to local climbing gyms. His parents, supportive of his growing interest in the sport, encouraged his participation in outdoor activities and provided him with opportunities to train. Early on, Tomasz was captivated by the physical and mental challenges that rock climbing presented. The technicality of climbing, combined with the need for mental clarity and physical strength, sparked an immediate connection. Chmiel's commitment to the sport quickly became evident. By the time he was 14, he joined a local climbing club where he began to train regularly and refine his skills. His coaches recognized his natural talent, and he soon began to compete in youth competitions, where he demonstrated not only physical prowess but also remarkable mental focus and determination. Over time, Tomasz transitioned from local competitions to regional and national events, where his performance began to turn heads in the climbing community. Career peak and rise to prominence. Tomasz Chmiel's breakthrough in competitive climbing came when he was in his late teens. His ascent of harder indoor bouldering and lead climbing routes placed him on the map as a young athlete with immense potential. In 2005, at the age of 19, he earned his first significant national title by winning the Polish National Climbing Championship, marking the beginning of a successful career in competitive rock climbing. Chmiel's rise to prominence within the European climbing community was swift, with his continued success in national and international competitions. By the age of 20, he began competing in World Cup events and European Championship competitions, gaining experience and steadily improving his rankings. His ability to excel in both bouldering and lead climbing showcased his versatility and depth as a climber. His first major international success came in 2010, when he secured a podium finish at the European Lead Climbing Championship. This achievement earned him recognition among top European athletes and boosted his confidence in future competitions. The following year, Tomasz continued to make strides, securing multiple top finishes in both bouldering and lead climbing events. His impressive performances in these prestigious events helped him build a strong reputation as one of Poland's premier climbers. Chmiel's career truly hit its peak in the early 2010s, when he began to consistently rank among the top climbers in Europe. His natural skill, combined with a fierce work ethic and dedication to training, allowed him to tackle increasingly difficult routes and problems. He became a fixture on the World Cup circuit, competing against some of the best climbers in the world. During this period, Tomasz developed a reputation as a climber who could perform under pressure and execute high-level moves with precision. His versatility across different climbing disciplines became a defining feature of his career. Whether it was an outdoor bouldering challenge or an indoor sport climbing competition, Tomasz showed time and again that he had the mental fortitude, physical strength, and technical skill to rise to the occasion. His ascents of difficult routes in iconic climbing areas, including the Alps and the Dolomites, further solidified his reputation as one of Europe's top climbers. Main achievements. Throughout his career, Tomasz Chmiel amassed numerous accomplishments that cemented his place in the climbing community as one of Poland's most accomplished athletes. His achievements span multiple disciplines and reflect his broad skill set, from outdoor bouldering and sport climbing to indoor competitions. Polish national champion. Tomasz Chmiel first established himself as one of Poland's top climbers by securing multiple national titles, including winning the Polish National Climbing Championship in 2005. His success on the national stage was an early indicator of his potential for international achievement. Podium finish at European Lead Climbing Championship. One of Tomasz's standout moments came in 2010 when he earned a podium finish at the European Lead Climbing Championship. This achievement placed him among the top European climbers and provided the recognition he needed to further his climbing career internationally. Top finishes in World Cup events. Over the course of his career, Tomasz regularly competed in IFSC World Cup events, where he earned several top finishes. His consistency in high-pressure competitions helped him build a reputation as a climber capable of achieving success on the global stage. He competed in both lead climbing and bouldering events, showcasing his versatility and ability to perform across different disciplines. Outdoor climbing achievements. In addition to his success in competitions, Tomasz earned recognition for his outdoor climbing achievements. His ascents of some of Europe's hardest routes in areas such as the Alps, the Dolomites, and the famous climbing spots in Spain contributed to his growing legacy as one of the top athletes in the sport. Tomasz's ability to take on challenging multi-pitch routes and bouldering problems set him apart from many of his competitors. Climbing expeditions. Chmiel's achievements were not limited to competitive events and personal projects. He participated in a variety of international climbing expeditions, where he tested his skills in remote and challenging climbing locations. His expeditions to remote regions in Asia and South America were not only an opportunity for him to push his personal limits, but also to share his passion for climbing with others. These experiences contributed to his growth as an athlete and solidified his reputation as an experienced climber capable of tackling the world's most difficult climbs. Advocacy and influence in the climbing community. Tomasz was also known for his work within the climbing community, where he advocated for the development of young climbers and promoted the sport in Poland. He was involved in coaching programs for youth climbers and often mentored up-and-coming athletes. His role in growing the climbing culture in Poland and his commitment to the sport made him a well-respected figure both domestically and internationally. Final years in transition. As Tomasz Chmiel entered his 30s, his focus began to shift from competitive climbing to a more personal approach to the sport. Although he continued to participate in select events and maintain his position as one of Poland's top climbers, Tomasz started to focus more on outdoor climbing expeditions, exploring remote areas, and completing long-term climbing projects. Tomasz's transition to a more outdoor-focused climbing lifestyle allowed him to challenge himself in new ways. Taking on high-difficulty routes in some of the world's most stunning landscapes. He became increasingly involved in climbing advocacy, emphasizing sustainability and environmental responsibility. His growing interest in preserving natural climbing areas led him to engage with organizations that promote responsible climbing practices and environmental conservation. In his later years, Tomasz began mentoring young climbers more extensively, helping to develop the next generation of Polish climbing talent. His approach to coaching combined technical advice with a focus on mental resilience, helping climbers push past their own perceived limits. His leadership in the climbing community earned him respect, and he was seen as a role model by many up-and-coming athletes. While Tomasz's competitive career began to wind down, his influence within the sport remained strong. He continued to maintain a high level of fitness and skill, participating in occasional climbing events and exhibitions. His career as a competitive athlete gave way to his role as a climbing ambassador, inspiring athletes to take a more holistic approach to climbing, focusing on both the physical and mental aspects of the sport.